Hello, I'm still away, so I am recording you a little something to keep you entertained, if that's what it does, whilst I'm away. And today I am on a park cleaning mission, or park tidy up mission. I want to just see how much I can get kind of done, finish off a few bits so that I'm ready to build my open air aviary, which I've got some plans for. So I need to kind of finish this building off and just give it that Bridgerton touch. I know I said I wanted to put a door down here, so that's what I'm going to start with. It's going to be strange building without chatting to you. Feel like I'm talking to myself. But at least you can see the progress. I like these doors for this. I think they match the look we're going for. I just really wish that they would come with a surround as is. Or like you could toggle it on and off. And it wouldn't be one of my streams if Darcy wasn't here woofing at me. And she's turned up right at this moment. So you might hear her in a minute. Okay, I want to change the colour of the door, but otherwise that's fine for what I want. Weird that the door doesn't actually change colour. It stays like a brownie colour. Let's see what other doors there are. Maybe that one. Can't remember which one I used before. Potentially was that one. Let's go with it. Did I make my own? I think I made my own, didn't I? I used a door and then I added. We could just take that. Double door 3, okay. I think we need a variation. It's I hate when it clicks through like that. There we go. Try again. The helicopter in the background looks so random. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then I need to put a little bit of flooring under there. Might bring it out here as well, just so it's got like a little patio. That works. And we'll probably have something similar on the left in terms of we could end the building there actually, just to give it a See, if you were on, I'd be able to ask your opinion, but I'm going to have to make a decision on my own. No, symmetry is definitely the Bridgerton thing. We're going to go with the same. Interestingly, if I line that up, it looks completely different to the other side, but maybe it'll work out when I put the other pieces in. There's a gap in the floor which we don't seem to have this side. Did I do more than one of those pieces? No, I didn't. I have got it more crossed like that though. It's better, okay. And then we need a pillar, the same. And then we'll move that one over here, line it up. I didn't want to do that. We'll just undo, move it back and try again. The good thing about recording these for you and not being live is that you can't whoops count me there for doing mistakes. So there are some advantages. How have I done that side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those visible. And then into a pillar. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's kind of like there. Does it line up with the... It sticks out further, right? So this bit here needs to kind of go underneath a little bit. Decided I don't like building in the building group. I much prefer to place each piece individually and then alter them from there, but the game likes me to build in the grid. That's better. Okay. We'll do the same, a little bit of patio over that side. I think it just finishes it off nicer. And then I need the a little bit of fencing along there as well. So I've got 3 squares wide there and 4 and a little bit this side. So I don't think I've made the building long enough. We're going to have to do that as well. Okay, and then we'll add this wall just so it's a little bit longer. It's messing with me again. There we go. And then we'll do the one there as well. And then we'll just do the extra bit of roof. I think the one thing that will help with this build is to just get some moss and sort of flowers and things like that onto it once we're done, but for now it's fine. And I really don't like the side view, so I just want to maybe finish this with a bit of wall. We'll try that out now. Gus is having a real good bark now. So I'm probably going to have to do this not on the grid, but I need it to line up to the top piece, which it wouldn't then. Yeah, I was hoping it would hide the glass that's there and match into the top bit, but it won't, so I will have a look at how I can do it instead. Might try something like this and then trouble is, if I do that, then I'm going to need to find a piece that goes in that angle, and I don't know, I think I could probably make it work. I know you can scale in this, but I don't want to scale this piece because I want the brickwork to be the same size. So I'm just going to use it like this to put the pieces in. Okay, we'll have a little look for a triangle piece. May just have to bring out the top piece. It's not too far off. I could probably make that work. It It just means it looks more like it's a window front rather than the viewing gallery. If I get rid of that one, can I just bring that straight up and do it from there maybe? Another grid issue. Can split it from the group and do the advanced move. Okay, let's see if I can get a triangle piece that matches that. So what piece is this? Straight wall, brick 1. Okay. Brick 1. Which is this one. A few different triangle pieces here. One of these should work, at least with scaling. And then we'll split that and put it in place. Hopefully we can get this to quite nicely. A slight weird bit there that I just need to fix, but that is okay. It's a shame about that little gap there. I'm wondering if I can just scale it to be just slightly bigger. Oh, I can't. That's annoying. Okay, I think we'll just try that and see if I can get them all to blend, but we shall see. And there's going to be this weird pattern at the side, look. Let's try that again. It might be where I have to put a plant to cover up the gap. Or maybe a little trim or something. Come up with something. Let's get this yellow colour. I did think about toning down the yellow, but I'm wondering if it now I've done more, does it look okay? That isn't the right type of brick. I did say brick 1. Let's have another look. It's this brick. That's not brick 1. I don't want to edit the building, I just want to click on this piece. Let's try that again. Okay, that's better. So I'm probably going to need to make a little piece that's like that to go across there. And then something coming down, maybe a little bit of finish the roof, make it look like the conservatory edge. So for that I could probably use some of the little beams. Let's have a little look, and we'll tidy this top up as well. That I do need to edit the group. I wish I could do advanced move on in the group like that rather than having to take it out, but can't do it that way, so we have to do it like this. Totally forgot I put all these window pieces in. Now I can't select that floor that I've just put down. There we go. Edit the group, and it's this one I need to move over. Advanced move, there we go. Do it like that because I will no doubt have to do the other side and make it look the same. And then we need to do these pieces. Which I should just be able to move over one. Okay, right, let's finish off that top part. There might be trims that I could use, especially if we scale them down. Not that one. So if we look at it, it's kind of like a little L shape. So this is the problem. A lot of these pieces are huge because they're, you know, built for dinos, and I'm trying to build something silly like a Bridgerton park. Was one of these that was like painted? Yeah, here. Painted metal. We could probably get away with this. It's kind of a dark grey like that. And then let's see if we can scale it. Then we're going to rotate that so it matches and try and move that into position. So it's slightly bigger than what we've got. Maybe that. I think that's the closest thing that I'm going to have. If you looked closely, you'd see it, but otherwise you wouldn't. But I am going to do it all the way across just so I get the same little lip going across. In fact, if I put that roof line on, yeah, I've actually put these on originally. I don't need to do that. I thought it was part of the original building, but it's not. So I should be able to select it. There we go. But then I do need to add the one in coming down here. Which I could use, same sort of thing. In this one, the painted one. Do that, it should give me the correct angle. Let me move that into place. Okay, let's finish that gap off and put the side in so it looks tons better from there. Okay, and then we need to do the same the other side. So I'm going to bring this piece out again. It's not all joined. I was hoping it'd all be grouped together, but it's not. Okay, and then try and grab that yellow wall piece. I can't seem to be able to get that piece now. There we are. That one and that one. Bring those out. Okay, and then we will need to put the other pieces in and sort this bit out at the top. So I can't seem to split that one from the group, which is quite annoying because if I do there, there's a gap. If I do there, it sticks out the side. Don't know how I'm going to do that. Unless I do... might do that and then put a little like filler piece in there, because I do have that kind of gap over this side as well. It's the only way, I think. Right, and then let's put this piece in. It's got flying walls everywhere. Put them in place. Super. Right, and now I need a triangle piece. Should be the same in theory, but we'll see. I already see a weird little gap bit up there. Right, let's try and fix this piece. It's funny how one side will just go fine. Or maybe I just haven't looked at it enough. Could be that. I see a few slight joins, but it's not too bad at the moment. I can tidy those up. Right, let me bring those pieces across. In fact, I need to bring all three over. Like that. In a little bit. Okay, and now let's fill that little gap again, which was this piece. Okay, I'm pleased with that. Another little balcony and door over that side. And I just want to have a look what I've done for this side. So I've just done a flat wall. Need to finish the back and do this side. It's not going to have an interior, this one, because they're going to walk in and be straight in the viewing gallery. But I might do, if I can, I'm not sure if I'm able to, do some design inside here. Don't know if it's possible. For now, that would be kind of like a Bridgerton style house. It's not a replica of any ones within the show, but that's because I'm going to be doing those for other things. So this is just a way of doing a viewing gallery. Hoping that copied the little bit of floor as well. I don't think it did. It didn't. Had to get that. But there we go. And then we'll just try and get some of the floor that was there. At least it did the majority. There's this little stone floor. It's really cute. But it won't let me select. Right, that's the one. Okay, I just need to move it in slightly. Like so. And then the little door on the left, and that is ready for some flowers and things. Make it look more pretty. I do need to sort that fencing out as well, because I don't want to leave any of the electric style fencing on show. Just made that slightly bigger because it didn't quite fit the door frame. But interestingly, that one does. Oh no, it doesn't. There's a gap on the right. Let's just make it bigger. Okay. Happy with that. I'd like to get some lighting, some like lanterns and more foliage. And then build the left and the back and the right. Said about this roof gap previously that I'm not worried at the moment, because I probably will put a beam along here, but it's actually only one brick, so I could just extend it up. Just going to do that again because I slightly altered its height. So I can either be like that, where it's sticking out slightly from the roofline, or like that. Not helpful. Let me split that one from the group and just see if I can put it in the place I want it to be. Yeah, I'll be able to get away with that, so that's fine. So if I do this one, going all the way down. Not like that. It's typical. I'll do that up in a moment. So we have triangles to add along the top. We need to add a door or like arch or something there. And then, yeah, finish this side. Nice to put some windows this side so they've got this like view of the lake bit here, although they obviously won't have an actual view of it, but just an implied view or balcony or something would be quite nice. See how it looks from the start of the park. So you'd kind of come through and see it peeking in the distance. Yeah, I think that works. We're going to get some more of these flowers. Might actually put them on the pillar pieces. Just needs florals to bring it to life a little bit. Right, return, move, snap off, and then I should be able to line them up. You see I've made that with the egg statue piece. Just flipped it upside down and put a few of them down. Makes like this nice like square topper. Something like that. I don't think I'd change the colour of the plant itself, but if I could, I would. I might change the plant out actually to be a different plant. Let's see what we've got. Something like that would work. Just check what other things they have. Be nice if I could just add a few bits of colour to that, just so it looks like it's got roses or something in. I don't know how small I could scale these. What was that in here? Is it this one? Or was it that one? Oh, that one's much smaller anyway. Okay, let's have a look at that then. Still think that might be too big. Yeah, it looks huge. I need to try and like hide it maybe. It's got a little bit of colour. There's no hiding that. Okay, we'll go with just green. It's definitely not straight. Like how it's starting to look from back here. Does look like a high society type park. Still got all of that to do. And I need to put the fence line in here, which hopefully I'll do as well in a bit. But yeah, that looks much, much better. Can I have a look through the things that I could do to just make it look a little more styled, but let's pop that down for now. Ah, this would work as well. Interesting ones there. So things like that could work as flowers if I can change the colouring. That's something to bear in mind. They don't have ivy, I don't think. I know for the like wisteria I had to make it myself, but it's there. It's kind of this, but it's a bit. 'Cause It's a bit full. You just kind of want like the odd little bit climbing up. Might scale that down and have that up here, if I can scale it, that is. Kind of works. I read that as grapes then, grass. Losing the plant. Don't want any of these, I don't think. Little cherry blossom might look nice. I don't use cherry blossoms very often, just because then I feel I can't use other trees that are like these kind of colours, you know, if they're autumnal, because you really are setting it to the like 2-week period that the tree blossoms. Like a pretty tree like that has the same effect, but allows me to use different trees throughout the park because I haven't set the time. Okay, let's have a look at this then. So the reason I put those other pieces down is I thought I'd maybe need to use something like that to have the same effect, but actually I should be able to use lots of this to do what I was kind of thinking of. So it's not too bad. I wonder if I do it all the way along or some spaced out a bit more. It's gonna look a little bit the same. Just gonna put a few down and see how it looks. Yeah, they need blending with different ones, but it's kind of okay. I don't like it, but so the odd one looks kind of better. Might just do it like random ones scaled differently. So we're never going to do it like that, so it looks like it's kind of grown. I think that works. So a few areas of ivy. You often get a lot on the corners of the buildings, so whether we could do that would see. We might have to have a look, see what other ones there are to work with. lights is the other thing really needs. So they've added that you can have lights on during the day now. I don't think they've actually added any like light designs, which is annoying because I'd really like, oh, I've got these lantern things. I'd really like a formal looking light like this, but stood up. Like you'd expect a lamppost. So that's like quite Chinese lantern-y rather than the type of light I want. Could maybe go with these. They're not doing it for me. Lights I'll have to have a think about. I feel like this bit here needs some of this like ivy looking things. Kind of like that. I'm going to do a couple like that and then do the same again where I've flipped it upside down. Yeah, that gives the kind of like ivy looking effect. I think I just need to do quite a bit of that. Maybe put a chimney in as well. 2 chimneys probably. Did I put chimneys on this one? I feel like I did. Yeah, there is a chimney I think that's ready, available, just rather than me building one. Let me have a look. If I could spell chimney it would help. Ah, okay, we have got they're kind of not the like style I was thinking of. I might just use the style I made and then change the colouring. Reuse what I've already done. I think that's all selected. Oh no, a little bit missing. Let's try that. Perfect. Let's bring that over. And then we'll do 2 colours. As in 2 yellows. But we can get that in position. Maybe even end up with just one. And what I do like is when they have it at the kind of behind the ridge. I think that looks much smarter. Let's go with that. I'll change the colouring and then We'll keep the other bits grey, but that works as a chimney goes. I think we'll put one the other side. Okay, so we'll do that the same. Did I miss a little bit? I did. I didn't get the front bit. Let's just try and add that manually. That's better. Try again. That looks better this time. I'm going to rotate this one. I don't want it to be identical, but that way they will be slightly different to one another. And I might do two different heights. I'll have a look, see how it looks. No, I feel like they might need to be identical. Let's try that. Close enough. Weirdly, I've got them the same way around, but that one looks much thinner. Well, it's definitely the same way. So strange. Is it because it's further back, maybe? Could be. Right, try that. And it still looks thinner. It's one of those optical illusions, isn't it? Let's rotate it another one just to be sure. Yeah, it's definitely that way. How bizarre. This is why I hate building symmetrical. So the other bits of like ivy look okay. This one doesn't look okay, and I think it's because it's on its own. So I'm just going to see what else we can do. I wonder if it's actually called ivy. Seems to be. Let's just try and put a few of the other pieces in. To scale them quite a bit, but put that one there. Let's do that one. How can I do it kind of? I feel like this will have to go elsewhere because I don't think it's going to work there. I do like that you can sink it into the building so it doesn't look quite so full. It's more like ivy then. That is the smallest it goes. I thought it would go smaller than that. Can we hide it behind the window? Yeah, that kind of works. Let's put another one of those long ones in place. Okay. I'll have a little think about where else I might put some of those. Maybe, you know, all along here. Sink it in a little bit and then a little bit more. Okay. I just don't know when it looks like it's got enough. I feel like I'm very good at putting ivy on buildings, but okay, I think I'm going to try and do this fence. And then kind of design this side so they've got the Bridgerton treatment in the same way these dinos have. And then we've got this section here to landscape. I want to do some really nice gardens and this building and tidy that one up as well. And then where is Penelope? She doesn't want to live where I want her to live. Oh, she's back in here. This is beautiful Penelope, also known as Lady Whistledown. She would not live where I wanted her to live. She wants to live in here. Which is fine. It is what it is. Just means I need to get something else to live in this area. But yeah, I'll have a little think around how I'm going to do this bit. I'll just put this piece in at the moment, just to finish the building off without the detail, and then I can do a little bit more on that, especially like the doors and things. How on earth have I done that then? Oh, I haven't done it wide enough at the top, look, from this side. So we're going to redo that bit. So in order to do that, I'm going to get rid of this one and this one. I'm going to not build on this grid. I'm going to use this one. And then I'll be able to fix the other side the same. Okay, this grid should be lined up properly, so I should be able to just lay it down quicker. Famous last words. Like that. So, interestingly, that doesn't line up with the tiles at the roof, which is really strange, because they're built on the grid as well. This is why I much prefer building piece by piece. So I'm going to remove all of this again and not build on the grid, because somewhere the angle's not quite right, which means that entire grid is off. Oh, actually, I could maybe just try and see if I can rotate the group. Let's just try that very quickly. There'll be all sorts that need lining up after it, but as long as the roof line's okay, it'll be fine. Okay, I should tidy that up then. It's very difficult to get away from the very modern looking view in a bit to make it look like a period building, but it's kind of worked. I love seeing all the sort of hills and stuff in the background. That works nice. But yeah, we're getting there. And then you've got this random shop that's... Was it a shop? Yeah, it's a little cafe. That is definitely not the same style as what I want. Right, let me see if I can take this section to copy across. It might take a tree or two, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to move it over here, tweak it, and then move it where I want it to be. So I'm going to spin that round and put it in this gap here, which means the right side fence I've already got. So we'll remove this. I actually think it's all grouped. Looks that way. Okay, let's try that. Spin it round. This is never going to fit exact. So why would it? Nothing works out for me like that. But it could be close enough. So I've already got the square one to kind of line up to, so that helps. So that would end up like that, which looks slightly out compared to this side. We do have a bigger gap here because we have a tree. So maybe it is. It doesn't look right to me. I think it's more like that. Which means this fence line is slightly out. I could probably fix that. I'm going to go with that. And then I'm going to try and fix this. It doesn't look straight to me. So I'm going to try and do that first and then line it up. That looks better. And now let's bring that this way. And we'll just remove that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Remove that. Let's just do that again. I accidentally moved it out of the group it was in. Okay, that looks straight now. What I want to do is just bring that to there. I want to then add just a little bit to this just to make it so it goes into the wall. Oh, it's going to stick out the other side if I do that. Okay, we're safe with that one. I think that will be okay from that point. And then we just need to remove the extra brick wall. See how we look. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going into that one, and I can continue that. Okay. So those barriers all need to be changed now so we can't see them. I'm going to build something to cover this, like a little monument or something. And then we will have that nice view coming down here. And you can kind of see the bridge in the background. So many guests. Yeah, we'll have a nice building here. I'll have to have a think what I want to put there. We'll come around the corner and then we'll have the I'm going to do Benedict's cottage, I think, because a little boathouse, which is this, would go nice with that. And then we've got a lovely bridge where Penelope is currently living. So yeah, I think we can make that work. A small amount of tidying up I've done there. Just try and put that last bit of fencing along that side. Amazes me how long everything takes me. feel like I could do with like whole days doing this. So I want to split the group. It doesn't seem to let me. There's 905 objects in that. So I have to do this for each piece. That's going to take me forever. Split from group. There we go. Let's try that. I think that's just that one. Appears to be. So I could do with making that a group, and then I'll be able to just place one at a time and put them in. Did them quite far at the back, didn't I? Like that. And then just do this. Oh, I didn't move that one up. Let's move that one up. We got a gap. There we go. We don't want the gaps. At the other side, it ended going into the building. And I put a different kind of fence there. I'm wondering, do I keep the kind of same style? This is a much bigger habitat. But I could potentially do out and then round. I don't know. But at least the park's starting to come together a bit more. I am using some of the sort of standard pieces like this fencing, but it's just trying to minimize that so then I can make the style more fitting. But oh, I'm missing a bit of the bottom there. Need to fix that. Let's just pop that there for now and go and fix that piece, and then I'll be able to do that. Wonder what happened there. Why has it not got a piece? Very strange. Also, just noticed we've got a bit of a gap going on at the bottom. So I might actually just lower it all and then redo that, copy the cross. Only the things you see when you start looking. Right, that looks like everything. 753 objects making up these bits of fence. I need to make sure I put the grass around this bit as well. Okay, let's move that one over and start again. Bring it in front, and then I'll get rid of the other one. Right, let's select this. I haven't selected that though. Try again. And then we'll get this one in place. We'll do a slight angle like that. Side doesn't have that beam actually hidden, so we'll just do that. I forgot this beam, look. Move that into place and then should be good. Why can't I see the little advanced move things? How bizarre. So usually when the arrows are nowhere near the item, it's because it's grouped with something else. I can't see anything that that's grouped with. But just to be sure, I'm going to move it all back and move it in a warner again. I think I've got everything. I need to rotate it outwards so it matches the other side. And then hide the pillar in there. Like that. It's a bit more of an angle the other side, so we'll just try and do the same. Like that. And that bit's hidden. There we go. So a bit of park tidy today. The buildings are slowly coming together. I'll see if I can do a little bit more before my next stream, so I'm ready then to go straight in with the aviary build, which I'm quite excited for, as hoping it'll work out as I want it to. That's some nice shots across the front of the park. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and it was worth recording for you. And I'll be back soon. You can see my schedule on Twitch for when I'll be next live. And if you want some of the behind the scenes holiday pics and all that fun, then you can join the Discord. Have a good one.